Virgil van Dijk's future update, De Bruyne is on fire, FIFA 20 reactions, hammers his hopes, and a transfer roundup, all coming up in the next few minutes as I'm your host, Matt Foda, here with the Onefootballers, and this is the Daily News. First off, and to Virgil van Dijk, who has committed his future to Liverpool. The brilliant centre-back, who has been away with Holland in the last 2 days, has committed his future to the club until 2025, a whopping 6-year deal. The big sticking point, though, was the wage, and he was on 125k since joining from Southampton, but is now looking to earn around 200k per week. Rumours have had it that this deal was all been brought about because of Harry Maguire's transfer to Manchester United. Over the summer, Manchester United paid a world record fee for a defender in Harry Maguire for around £80 million. This, contrary to popular belief with all of these clauses and everything, is more than Virgil van Dijk's £75 million that Liverpool paid to Southampton. Obviously, because of this, Maguire got a massive deal on 190k a week, and this apparently came into play when Van Dijk was talking about his new contract in the summer with Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool. I'm not so sure that they definitely had a massive impact on each other, but with footballers' egos these days, you never really know. Anyway, Virgil van Dijk is now beating Maguire on the wages stakes as he is around 200k, as I mentioned before. What this does mean is that Liverpool can look forward to a solid back line for the next 6 years at least. He is in the prime of his career, and at the moment, there just isn't a better defender in the world. Apparently came into play when Van Dijk was talking about his new contract in the summer with Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool. I'm not so sure that they definitely had a massive impact on each other, but with footballers' egos these days, you never really know. Anyway, Virgil van Dijk is now beating Maguire on the wages stakes as he is around 200k, as I mentioned before. What this does mean is that Liverpool can look forward to a solid back line for the next 6 years at least. He is in the prime of his career, and at the moment, there just isn't a better defender in the world. But moving on, and to one of Liverpool's biggest rivals, Manchester City, and their star midfielder, who potentially could claim to be the best midfielder in the world. That is Kevin De Bruyne. He was in scintillating form last night for Belgium, putting on 3 assists and then grabbing the 4th himself as they absolutely demolished Scotland at Hampden Park. Roberto Martinez, the Belgian manager, afterwards said that he really could be one of the best in the game because of everything that he does. On the ball, he's brilliant. His technique, his passing, and off the ball, he creates space like no other. Personally, I back this remark up 100%. I can't think of a midfielder who could do anything better than Kevin De Bruyne can. Technique, vision, the creation of space, both feet, even when he scores, it's unbelievable. The way he hits the ball is so consistent, and if Luka Modric can put in performances that can win him the Ballon d'Or, surely Kevin De Bruyne's got to be in with a shout as well. Okay, Belgium didn't win the World Cup, but if they have a good performance at the Euros next season, Manchester City continue their dominance in the English game and can go further in the Champions League, I see no reason why De Bruyne can't be winning the Ballon d'Or within the next few years. But moving away from real life football and to not real life football in FIFA 20, because the player ratings are out and Lionel Messi has returned to the top. He sits in first position with a rating of 94, followed by Ronaldo on 93, Neymar 92, and Hazard, De Bruyne, and Jan Oblak all on 91. This means within the top 6 players, 4 of the big 5 leagues in Europe are represented, apart from the Bundesliga. To get the highest rated Bundesliga player, you'll have to go all the way to 15th position, where Bayern Munich's Robert Lewandowski currently sits. So with that 94 rating, it means that Lionel Messi has now been 90 or above for the last 10 years on FIFA. Thoroughly deserved, in my opinion. Elsewhere, and Virgil van Dijk moving up to 90 is a pretty good call. Kylian Mbappe could be higher than 89, I think 90 or 91. I'm not so sure Luka Modric is at 90, maybe an 88. And as for Roberto Firmino on 86, I think he could be a few points higher as well. But one player who isn't happy with one of his ratings is Jadon Sancho. The 19-year-old Dortmund sensation has been in flying form, and since the start of last season, he's contributed 23 assists to his team. That is more than any other player in Europe's top leagues in that time. But why on earth then has he got a passing rating of just 77? Surely it should be at least 85. I mean, the main thing that he does is create goals. His passing is what gives players the chances to score, and he does it so much more frequently than any other player. Now, I think the passing stat on his player ratings card does involve long passing as well, which maybe is a different skill altogether. In fact, it is a different skill altogether, and I'm not so sure Jadon Sancho is quite at the top of his game with that. But certainly with creating assists, crossing, and short passing, Sancho is unbelievable, so I can definitely back him up when he gets a little bit annoyed. But away from FIFA for the minute and on to James Rodriguez, who hadn't, until they played against Valladolid this season, started the game for Real Madrid since May 2017. A 2-year loan deal at Bayern Munich has seen him return to the club, and although there was interest from the likes of Napoli and Juventus this summer, he didn't end up leaving. So this has meant that Zinedine Zidane, along with Gareth Bale, has had to reintegrate both of them into the squad because none of them got moves away from the club. James hasn't been on Colombia duty because he's been injured, and he's been speaking to newspapers saying that he really hopes that this can be his season for Real Madrid. If it isn't, it definitely looks like he'll be on his way out of the Bernabeu. Surely with the amount of quality that he's got, and if he's given a run in the team, he'll be able to produce the goods. The question for me is though, will it still be under Zinedine Zidane? I know it's way too early to comment, but after just one win in the opening 3 games, there are a few question marks over Zidane's future at the club. I'm sure things won't be so drastic within the next few months, but you never know, a new manager could come in and really like James Rodriguez. What it does mean though is Zidane actually does have a wealth of options in the attacking areas. There's also Luka Jovic, Benzema, Bale, Hazard is yet to start a game, Vinicius Jr. and even youngster Rodrigo, meaning that James does have a tough fight on his hands to get into the team, but if he does, he'll be playing alongside a hell of a few players. So last but not least, we come to a quick roundup of the transfer news, and Vedat Muriqi, the Fenerbahce and Kosovo striker, has been scouted by Tottenham, Napoli and a few others in Europe. This after scoring a fantastic goal in their 2-1 victory over Czech Republic. Inter Milan are interested in signing Mario Götze, whose contract expires at the end of the season. David De Gea is close to signing a new contract, which will put him on par with Paul Pogba in terms of wages, around 290k a week. And last but not least, I'm calling absolute bullshit on the rumour that says Manchester United are going to pay 90 million for Declan Rice. There is no way that's happening. He's a really good player. Declan Rice is coming along very nicely and getting some starts in the England setup, but he's not worth 90 million just yet. That is absolutely obscene. So let me know in the comment section down below, will Kevin De Bruyne win the Ballon d'Or? Can Van Dijk win the Ballon d'Or? And what do you think of FIFA 20 ratings? Will you be buying Pro Evo this year? Of course, once you're down there, you can smash the like button and click here or here to check out all of the other videos we've got going on OneFootball. But until next time, I will see you guys later.